All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Green Eagle Eye coming to you again to review this piece of shit game. It was Nottingham Forest schooling, outplaying, whooping our asses against the FA Cup holders, would you believe? I had to bring someone on with me to review this game, and it had to be my boy Lee. Lee, say hello to the people, man.
Good evening. Well, there's nothing good about it, so we'll just rephrase that and say evening. Evening.
I second that. Well, what a horrible birthday present to receive.
I know, man.
What was that, bruv? What was that?
I'll tell you what that was, right? I actually picked the same starting 11 in my preview, other than Mertesacker.
Yeah,
because I thought I picked every single player by Mertesacker. I thought he played Chambers instead.
We had the same team, bruv. We just picked on the opposite sides.
Yeah, and it's not so much the starting 11 because I can sort of understand why he'd switch it up with the semi-final. But at the same time, I can see why so many people are pissed off he picked that team. Yeah, but that's after the horse and voltage. You can say that, yeah. Right. Yeah. It's the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bench is the
bench is the piss take, and there's no disrespect to the players that were on the bench, but when you get it back to 3-2, I can't believe I'm even saying 3-2 against Forest, right? But when you get it back to 3-2, yeah, at that point you could go, right, let's bring on Sanchez, let's bring on Ozil, let's bring on Lacazette. Whole different game. Yeah, all of a sudden the confidence them Forest players have got is like, oh fuck, we've run around for 80 minutes, we've put everything in, and now we've got Sanchez, Ozil, Lacazette coming on. All of a sudden, their substitutions are completely different because they'd sit back and hold what they've got. Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead, that didn't happen, and they carried on going forward. Right now, the way I see it, I said it after the game, I'm saying it again, you can't keep blaming different sets of players, different starting 11s for the same predictable, boring shit football. Yeah. Fair play to Nottingham Forest. They fully deserve to whack us, mate.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it could have been more.
I like them as a club. I do. I said that in my preview.
It could have been more. It could have been more. Let's be real. They missed some fucking chances, mate. They had a couple of one-on-ones, and they could have been out of sight before they even scored. But, the first goal, the comical defending. I don't know if you've seen the picture going around on social media. Yeah. Anybody who ain't seen it, go and find it, I can't remember who tweeted it, but it's out there. Yeah. And we've got two men in a wall where the guy's taking the free kick. Yeah. Then all the players are lined up. Yeah. And then there's one striker standing between all the players lined up and the goalkeeper. He's clearly onside because of the wall. Yeah. And the ball gets whipped in and it's like, oh my fucking mate, seriously, it's just fucking schoolboy shit. I could go over my local park on a Sunday, and see 7-year-olds defending better than that. Yeah, it baffles me. I mean, all the way back from the game, I was talking to my mates on the way back, travelling home, and we all sort of came to the same conclusion, right? The away fans have sort of accepted this shit now. So, yes, there was Wenger out chance. Yes, there was you're not fit to wear the shirt. Yes, there was we're fucking shit chance. But it's more in sarcasm than anger. Yeah, whereas we were saying this earlier, like the home games this season have been where the anger is. Yeah, Liverpool at half-time, booed off, I think Swansea, they got booed off. Yeah, or Newcastle, one of them two. I can't remember which game it was. I don't think it was Newcastle. I think it was Swansea. Yeah, but there's 2 or 3 games this season they've been heavily booed off at the Emirates, right? And the reason that is, and the reason the away fans are more sarcastic about it now, is because all the flip-flops go to the fucking Emirates, don't go away, right? So all the flip-flops are starting to realise, oh shit, all these people are actually right. Yeah? That's why the away fans now, it's like, well, let's just go out, have a day out, let's get pissed, and if we win, we win. Yeah. Whereas the home fans, they're the ones that are like Wenger in, and they've kept him in the job because the majority of Wenger outs are away fans. Most of the away fans are Wenger out, mate. Yeah. Right. So the home fans are now slowly coming around to, oh, we are actually shit. Right. And to totally, it's true, to totally disregard a competition that has single-handedly saved your fucking ass 3 times, in the last 4 years. Yeah, you are taking the wholesale piss. He is mugging it, mate. Everyone's been mugged off today. Not only us that have gone up there, but all the fans that have sat and watched and given up their afternoon to watch that. Yeah, all the fans that are global that have got up at 3. And somebody messaged me on my video and said I got up at 3 a.m. for that shit.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel sorry for them people, man. 3 o'clock. My man set an alarm for 3 a.m. Yeah, to get up and watch us get spanked by a championship team. Mate, if it wasn't so fucking like, I've got to laugh, man, because it's just, what do you do,
it's
man?
Just comedy. You cannot buy comedy like, you can't write comedy like this. And like you said, there is a sudden shift in thinking now. It's gone from anger to, yeah. Do you know what? Right? It was my birthday yesterday. I've gone on about it a lot. I do.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much. And I was watching the Rams game with the boys. We had like a long marathon.
Oh yeah, matey boy was sat there munching a cheeseburger, wasn't he?
Yeah, long poker game with the boys, and we do like our NFL, just little bits and bobs of it. And we were watching the Rams game, and you saw this freaking idiot pop up, eating a damn cheeseburger, and I thought to myself, yeah, you have no fucking problem turning up for a damn American football game. Where's your punk ass when we actually need you? Our supposed freaking leader. Our leader that should be making the decision to get rid of this arrogant old man. And he's had one arrogant fucking week.
Mate, do you know what, right? Sorry to cut you off full flat, right? What you just said there sums him up, right? And I'm sure we'll probably come back to this later in the show, yeah? The way he this week, not only with referees, right, storming into the fucking office. Sorry, I don't care if you've been in the job 21 years or not. You do not storm in, start effing and blinding at a referee. Yeah, there's ways of doing things. A so-called classy fucking man, yeah? Yeah? Well, that's not classy, is it? It's bollocks. Fuck this class. There ain't none at Arsenal anymore. That was left at Highbury, right? Then he's gone from that, yeah, to then coming out and saying about Sven. Yeah, I'm not going to try and butcher his fucking surname, right? But he's come out about him saying, well, we know every single player in world football. Yeah,
football. We don't need someone to come in and teach us how.
Well, if that's the case, right? If that is the case, how has he done £130 million on Granit Xhaka, Mustafi, Chambers, and fucking Welbeck? 120, whatever it is. If you know every player in world football, surely for 130, 110, whatever the fuck that is, there's a lot of money. I know that. Yeah. How are you coming with them players for that money and not coming with better players for that money? Yeah. Because if you know every player in world football, you're fucking arrogant, mate. Yeah. Then he's gone from that to picking a team today. Excuse me. Picking a team today, not so much the starting 11. I ain't got an issue with the starting 11. Yeah. The way they played, I have an issue with. But the starting 11 itself was good enough to beat Nottingham Forest. It's the 100%. Bench. The bench took the piss, mate, yeah? Every single person. Lee Judges said this earlier, yeah? Right? And he said, we're all going to Chelsea on fucking Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. We don't know what team's going to be there. What team are we picking for Wednesday? Yeah? Now, as supporters, and he's nailed it with this, mate, yeah? Right? As supporters, you should be going to an away game knowing that you're going to get value for money. And knowing that you're going to have a team capable of putting in a shift and doing it. And today, I think we did that, but the bench didn't. Now, Chelsea, what's he going to do? What? He's thrown all his eggs into the fucking League Cup basket. Is this geezer a cunt? Seriously, is he a cunt? Sorry, but is he a cunt? Right? This is a competition this fucking prick played kids in for 15 years. Yeah? Then when we get to a final, yeah, he goes, oh, fuck that. We'll play the kids. Sorry, now all of a sudden it's the be-all and end-all. You've saved your arse in the FA Cup. You're the most successful manager in the FA Cup. We're the most successful club in the FA Cup. So you decide, fuck the FA Cup this year as holders. Yeah? Fuck that. We're going to win a cup that we couldn't be asked with for 15 years, 20 years. Sorry, that ain't washing with me. We're playing Chelsea, who ain't going to be as shit as they were the other night. Yeah, they will take their chances.
But only Wenger would consider the damn League Cup. All right, I know it's a damn competition he's never won. But the damn League Cup as a priority over the FA Cup. Only Wenger would think that. Only Wenger would think that that's a bigger competition all of a fucking sudden.
I've seen tweets today, like on my way back. I was just sitting there laughing, mate. There's still people out there backing him. There's still people out there saying that's life without Wenger on the bench. Yeah, seriously, come man, you're all trolling. That shit don't go anymore. Yeah,
come on.
Like, there's not one person who genuinely cares and loves this club, right, that can sit there and tell me or you or anybody else fucking watching, yeah, that they are happy we got knocked out today. That's the first time in 21 years we got knocked out in the third round. First time since he's been manager, we've been knocked out in the third round.
But you say that people will say they're happy because
do you know what then, Chris? They fucking deserve this shit then, mate.
It shines a spotlight and Wenger. Trust me, I know one person in particular, without even looking at his Twitter, he'll be saying some shit like, oh, well, I'm happy that this has happened because now it forces some of you fans to look at Wenger and take him seriously for what he is and this, that, and the other. People
I'll tell you what Wenger is, mate. I'll tell you exactly what Wenger is. He's an egotistical cunt, yeah, is what he is. He believes his own hype. He believes that he's the fucking be-all and end-all of the football club. And I solely believe this now, yeah? Right? I know it's been said by others before, yeah, and I was sort of edging that way. He is deliberately fucking this football club up so that the next manager that comes in has got a near-on impossible job so then he can sit there and go, weren't as easy as you all thought it was it? Yeah, and that's the sort of cunt this bloke is. Yeah,
I'm starting to really think that way myself. Like, to be honest, I've wanted the man out for some time now. But this is deliberate self-sabotage.
Yeah, it is. 100%. 100%, mate.
Because whilst I know that a lot of people, even in my preview, did not agree with my team for this very reason, right? Don't get it twisted, though. I didn't have my bench having the likes of people like Chuba, Akpom, Nikita. I never had that. In fact, I remember a week ago saying, do you know what? I would probably consider playing Lacazette against Nottingham Forest simply because I felt like he needed a couple of goals to get
confidence boost. Yeah.
So I felt like
the thing is, there's a rumor going around that Alexis Sanchez was dropped today, yeah, so that he ain't cup tied, yeah, because there's that, mate. And when you look at it, yeah, you could say, yeah, cool, maybe that's right, but at the same time, would he have started against Forest? Don't know. But then look back at last year when we played Sutton. Yeah, remember we played Sutton last year in Lincoln City? Yeah, who was on the fucking bench? Yeah. Who came on in the second half against? I think he came on against one of them. I think it might have been Sutton. Yeah, it was Sutton. He came on against Sutton. Yeah, and came off the bench. Right, and that tells you there. Right, last season when that fucker had to save his job. Yeah, and Lincoln and Sutton were the only 2 wins we had in 10 games. Do you remember? Yeah, and they came at the right time because both of them games he won, which then got us to a semi. So everyone papered over the cracks again. Yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We're in a semi-final. He's the luckiest manager in the world, mate. Yeah, because he always gets a result at the right time. We'll probably go and turn Chelsea over now. We'll get to a final. We'll probably lose in the final. It'll be like, at least we got to a cup final. What are you moaning for? Yeah. By which time we get to the final, yeah, by beating Chelsea, the transfer window shuts. We don't sign anyone. It's we're in the final. Why do we need anyone? Yeah, it's a vicious circle, mate, and it keeps going on and fucking on.
And do you know what I realised? I actually think our squad as a whole is actually worse than it was last season. Because one thing I don't think I've ever heard anyone mention is, we played Forest in another competition last season. We smacked them 4-0.
Who scored that day? Do you know who scored that day?
Yeah, I was just about to say it, bro. Lucas Perez. Yep. The same Lucas Perez that now Wenger all of a sudden wants to fucking bring back. Leave the kid alone. Leave him where he is and let him be happy, for fuck's sake. No, not bring him back to this bullshit where you didn't want him before, but now all of a sudden you want him. Fuck that.
I'm sorry, but if you look at it, right, Lucas Perez is a prime example. Man scores a Champions League hat-trick and gets dropped the next game. Yeah, exactly. The next game he is dropped. Can anyone name another player who's scored a Champions League hat-trick and then been dropped the next game? Yeah, Joel Campbell, another player. I'd take Joel Campbell over Iwobi right now. Yeah, all day long. I'd take Joel Campbell over Theo Walcott all day long. I'd take Joel Campbell over Danny Welbeck all day long.
I'll be honest. I've defended Iwobi as much as possible, but him...
You can't defend the indefensible, mate.
Yeah, him, Rob Holding, loan these fuckers, sell these fuckers, do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. Because to be honest, I was shocked most with Rob Holding.
Mate, he was shit today. Disgusting performance today, man. I'll tell you what's happened to him. I'll tell you what's happened to him, right? He's come into the team. Everyone's made a fucking chant up. You're better than Cannavaro. Fuck off, mate. he ain't even better than Scalacci. Yeah? Let's be real. When we signed him, right? When we signed him, go back and look at my tweets, yeah? When we signed him, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Why the fuck are we going to buy in a kid from Bolton?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You did say that.
Sorry, but he ain't good enough, right? He then comes into the team, yeah? And off pure adrenaline, yeah, he's had good performances. And he had 4, 5, 6 in a row.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, fucking hell. We're comparing him to John Stones saying, yeah, you got mugged off.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nah, mate. A year later, after saying, yeah, he's actually been really good, a year later, I'm sitting here going, sell him. We'll double our money on him easily. We'll get 5, 6 million. Yeah.
And to be fair, even we were saying that, you know, maybe he can be better than John Stones. Fuck me, man.
Mate, do you know what? Do you know what as well? I don't know if you watched right at the end of the game. Yeah, he was getting mugged off after the full-time whistle. Mate, the fans were going in on him. Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen any of the videos after the game that have gone up. Yeah, but there's one where Troops has fucking said that his boy was offered his shirt by him. Yeah. So Rob Holding said, yeah, you can have his shirt. Yeah, and he changed his mind. Sorry, mate, you're taking the piss. Yes, you're getting abused. Yes, there's fans there fucking calling you every name under the sun. Yeah, fair play, and he had big balls to come over and clap the crowd in the first place, mate, because I would have walked straight off. Yeah, right? I wouldn't have took that. I would have just been like, you know what? I played like a prick today. I'm just going to go down the tunnel like most of them do, yeah? Right? So fair play. They're going to get mugged off anyway, whether they come over or not, yeah?
Well, I would have clapped the crowd from distance, be like,
yeah. But to offer somebody's kid a shirt and then decide you ain't giving it, mate.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Nah, mate, you are taking the wholesale piss. But that to me is the mentality that's rife in this football club, mate.
I was going to say, doesn't that epitomise the cowardice that ravages our team?
You're getting abused, yeah, which is fair enough because you played like a prick. You gave a penalty away. You were shit all game. Fair play, you got bollocks to come and fucking clap the crowd, but you're getting mugged off. Mate, seriously, it was vile, some of the shit he was getting called, yeah? And I was in the upper. Well, it's still lower, but it was sort of mid. Yeah, it was quite far back, right? I could hear what they were chanting to him and saying to him. Yeah, it was disgusting, some of the shit. Yeah, but that's what happens, mate. Like you know, you play like a prick. There's a lot of angry people around, man, that have paid a lot of money, given up a whole day up in Nottingham today. Probably done hundreds of pounds on fucking travel and drink and food. Yeah, to get given that, right? And then
because lots of people went up the night before, didn't they?
Exactly. Stayed in a hotel the night before, had a night out, but then to go over to the crowd and then think, oh, actually, look, yeah, I've said I can give that kid the shirt, and then because of the abuse you're getting, go, oh, fucking hell, no, I'm a bottle job. Sums up the geezer's mentality. Yeah, if that was Jack Wilshere, he would have gone over there, fronted it. Yeah, if that was Alexis Sanchez, he probably would have gone over, fronted it. Yeah, because he can't understand hardly any English anyway. I'm sure he can understand wanker and fuck off and all that. Yeah? I think Jack Wilshere told him to fuck off, didn't he? yeah, but that sums it up. And like, I'm sorry, but you know, this is why when we signed this Greek kid the other day, I'm ridiculing the signing. You've only got to compare that to Rob Holding. Yeah, from 2 years ago, whenever it was we signed him. Similar sort of fee. Yeah, similar sort of stature in terms of size and build. Yeah, very tall, quite physical. Absolute pussy on the pitch. Yeah, gets spun so easily. Why are we playing a high line against a team when we have Mertesacker, the centre back? What is that all about? Right, and I've been rightly corrected as well, right? Because I said, yeah, we played a high line. They were lumping long balls. They were. But at the same time, they were carving us open, mate. They weren't just long ball. Somebody said that to me. They were like, look, you said they was just long ball. It weren't that. And it weren't. They ripped us apart at times with their passing.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, is there any hope? Like, is there any hope?
There is hope. Yeah, there is hope. Yeah, because it's another day closer to him fucking off.
Do you think we'll see that day? Because Wenger, he rides these fucking things like a fucking hurdles, like it's nothing. It's like he'll
probably fluke the Europa League and fucking sign a new deal. He'll fluke something because that's how he is. Yeah. And if he doesn't fluke anything, he's got a band of fucking idiots that are still backing him and still going in the club shop. Yeah. And still fucking, like me, still paying tickets to go and watch the games. Yeah. And, you know, I must admit, right, a lot of people say this to me. They said, yeah, but you didn't go for years and you're Cronky this and you're Wenger this, but now you're paying into the pot. Yeah, I am. Yeah. But the first game I went to this season was Stoke. Yeah. And when I got to Stoke's ground, I walked in and I was like, right, I've missed this atmosphere. I've missed this, man. Going to games. Yeah, and everyone's dancing and singing. It's a buzz. Yeah, when you see your team score a goal and the fucking crowd go mad, it's a buzz. Yeah, but you know, then I went to a few more games. Then I went to a few more, and now I'm fully in, man. It's like, why should I? The way I'm looking at it is, I'm paying Lacazette's wages. Fuck Wenger. I'm paying Lacazette or Jack's wages. Yeah, that is how I'm looking at it. I'm paying for Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, like. Yeah, I'm not looking at I'm paying Wenger, although I probably am. I'm putting into the pot, innit? But I missed for 6 years. I didn't go, man, and I missed that. And just going to that game, that game, so we lost. Yeah, I walked out of there and I was just like, wow, I missed that buzz, man. And then obviously I've gone pretty much. I think I've been 20 odd games this season out of 30 odds, 32. I think it was our 32nd game. Yeah, and I've been 22, 23 of them. Yeah, but. It's, mate, that's what they do to you, man. It's like fucking, they piss you off. You get every single emotion being a football fan. But being an Arsenal fan, you've seen this story told 100 times. Yeah. And
time ago.
Listen, there's only 3 ways he's leaving this football club, right? He either leaves, yeah, he goes out in a coffin, or he gets potted, right? Well, he ain't going to leave. He ain't getting potted. That leaves one option. So, I don't want that to happen. God forbid. God forbid. I hate the geezer with all my fucking every fibre of my body. I fucking hate him. Yeah, but I don't want him to fucking die, man. Right, okay, so let's just get that straight. Yeah, let's just get that straight. I don't want him dead. All right, fucking hell, before people start going in on me. Yeah, but like, mate, it's just so frustrating, right? Because you see other teams like Liverpool. And I know they've got ridiculous money for Coutinho. That's pathetic money they've got for him. He ain't worth half of that. He's not even worth a third of that, mate. Yeah, the odd banger of...
I was arguing with my boy today about the exact same fucking things.
Like, he scores the odd banger free kick, normally against us, right? Yeah. And what does he do? They've already got their replacement. Liverpool fans are going on like they're buying the world. Oxlade-Chamberlain's the replacement, mate. They've already got him. And they brought him before they sold Coutinho. No, they ain't buying Mahrez. No, I wouldn't put it past them, right?
Mahrez, bruv. They get Mahrez as well, you know.
If they get Mahrez, they're title contenders if they sort their defence out, right? Maybe a goal. They need a goalkeeper because he's shit. They've bought Van Dijk, who we should have brought. And I said this on the way home as well. Check this, right? We go and buy Johnny Evans for £25 million. Yeah.
At this point, I'll take him, quite frankly. By the way,
Wenger should be banned from transfer activities until he leaves, right? Seriously, right? But that's to me, that's £20 million overpriced. Yeah, he is not a £25 million footballer. He is fucking dog shit, right? But we go and buy him. He's at the end of his career. He's on a downward, yeah. Very similar to Mertesacker. When we signed Mertesacker, he's on a downward, yeah. Right. So we go and buy him for £25 million. What, we get 3 years out of him, yeah? We'd have to go and buy someone else. That someone else then costs £25 million. There's 50 million. Why don't you just buy Van Dijk and have him for 7 years?
Exactly, for fuck's sake. Exactly.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. Then put him next to Mustafi. You've got Van Dijk and Mustafi. Mustafi's the run around, fucking all singing, all dancing, slide tackling motherfucker. Yeah. Van Dijk's the cool, calm. I'll nick the header. I'll chest it down. I'll pass it out from the back type of player. Yeah. They complement each other. You've then got a shit hot pairing. Yeah, and he would make Mustafi better. Mustafi would make him better. You then go and buy yourself a proper fucking right back. Yeah, and you put Kolasinac in at left back. You go back to a back four. You then go and buy a proper defensive midfielder. Yeah, to me, Keita, who they've signed. Yeah, but a lot of people have forgot Liverpool signed Keita. I know he's not a proper defensive midfielder, but he's box to box. Somebody said this to me yesterday. He's a hybrid of Kante and Cazorla.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and when you actually watch him, I've watched a lot of him. Yeah, he is fucking sick on the ball, mate. That guy, yeah, he is a fucking good footballer, right? And he's box to box.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we had bought him and put Van Dijk in as well, gone to a back four, so you got Van Dijk, Jack in midfield with Keita and Ozil. Yeah.
Yep.
And then go with your three up front. Yeah, you could go with fucking Lacazette one side, Sanchez the other, and then go and buy Mahrez. There's your fucking first 11. Yeah, that's a top draw first 11, isn't it? Yeah, go and buy another goalkeeper. We should never have sold Chesney, who, by the way, is smashing it for Juve. Yeah, Juve fans don't even want Buffon back in goal. They're happy with Chesney. Yeah, I'm being serious, mate. He was unreal. He was like Spider-Man yesterday. Yeah, another one we fucking let go for £10 million we should have kept. He should be number one. So you make that team, that's 3 players plus Chesney, who we already had. Yeah, it's cost what? 75. How much they pay for Keita? 40? 50? I don't even know, but let's say 50. I know it ain't 50, but let's say this 125. Go and buy Mahrez for 40, 165, £165 million and a right back. I don't know. Any right back. Go and pick a right back for 20 million quid. Yeah, they're better than fucking Bellerin. £185 million. You have now got a team capable of challenging at the top of the table and a team that is young enough to stay together for the next 5 years. Yeah, then you have your fucking Johnny Evans on the bench. Yeah, then you have your fucking Reece Nelson on the bench, your youth teamers coming through. Yeah, and anyone else, I don't know, fucking whoever on the bench, El Nenny's, Coquelin's, whoever. But your first 11 is your first 11, and it ain't changing all season, bar an injury. You'd have Ramsey on the bench, Jack, whoever. You could rotate them ones. Ozil, you could rotate. Yeah. Then you've got a starting 11 that is up there with anyone's starting 11. You've got pace, you've got power, you've got trickery, you've got a banger up front. Plus, you've got defenders that can actually defend, and you've got a decent goalkeeper and goal. £185 million. Now, I'm sorry, I ain't got a fucking degree in economics, and I don't speak 8 fucking languages fluently. I can see that. You can see that. Everyone watching can see that. Why the fucking hell can't Arsène Wenger see that?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, because it occurred to me the other day that I suppose I can't really think. I don't really have an answer to it. And I'm going to ask you this question. Who do you think is the best defender Wenger has signed?
Sol Campbell.
Not inherited, but signed.
Sol Campbell.
Yes.
And he was free. That's why he signed him.
And he was free.
I'll tell you something, right? Here's a better question, Chris, right? I say this to every single person I meet who's Arsenal, yeah? Just in day-to-day life, right? Name me one world-class centre-back who was world-class the day we signed him, not a player we made world-class. Name me one world-class centre-back Arsène Wenger has ever signed for money. So that excludes Sol Campbell. Can you name one? Because I can't. Yeah. Now go and name me one world-class striker Arsène Wenger has signed, and the day we signed him, he was already world-class. You could maybe put Lacazette in that bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah? Other than that, he's never fucking signed a world-class striker. He's never signed a world-class centre-back. He's never signed a fucking world-class goalkeeper. Yeah? Because Petr Cech ain't world-class. Don't care what anyone tells me. He was when he was at Chelsea. Yeah? There's a reason Chelsea let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because that was the end of his days, and now they've gone and got Thibaut Courtois, who is fucking world-class.
World-class.
Yeah? Right? So they upgraded. Midfielders, everyone can shout Mesut Ozil at me all they like. Okay? They can. Right? No, they can. And listen, on the day we signed him, yes, he was world-class. He's regressed since he got here. And this season, he's been fucking amazing, which is the player I thought we signed 5 years ago. Yeah? Where has this player been for 4 years? Yeah? Do you know what I mean? Right? But if you add up how many years he's been here, Wenger, 21 years, none of us can name a world-class centre-back who's world-class the day we signed him other than Sol Campbell, who was free. Nobody can name a world-class striker other than maybe Lacazette, who was world-class the day we signed. And we can name one midfielder who was world-class the day we signed him, and that was Mesut Ozil. So there's 3 players, yeah? 3 players out of over 200 players he signed.
Think about it. Only Arsène Wenger can sign a world-class player, and that player doesn't turn up for 4 years. and only plays one the last year of his contract because he wants to move.
Exactly. And the thing is, there's people probably
That's
screaming
such an
it.
Arsenal fucking thing to do.
Mate, there's people screaming into this and writing in the comments now, yeah, fucking like, oh,
Yeah,
Ozil got 19 fucking assists. Yeah, whoopie fucking do. You get an assist for a corner. Yeah. Yeah, it's a hit and hope. Let's be real. It's a hit and hope. Right? It is. You, as much as you want to pick your man out in the box, it's luck. It's hit and hope, right? You know, you get an assist for fucking headering a ball off target against the fucking centre back and Giroud tapping it in. Yeah? So, you know, don't come to me with 19 assists because assists are bollocks. You get an assist for missing a penalty, that hits the post and it comes out and somebody scores. Yeah? You also get an assist for winning the penalty if the penalty taker scores it. Yeah? So don't come about assists, man. Fuck assists, yeah? But Mesut Ozil was world-class the day we signed him. Yeah, so one midfielder in 21 fucking years we have signed that is world-class the day we signed him. One centre-back, he was free.
To be fair, someone brings this up in the chat room, and it's a fair point. What about Sanchez?
Yeah, but maybe. But I said midfielder, centre. Yeah, maybe. But is Sanchez a midfielder? Is he a striker? What the fuck is he? Is he a number 9? Is he a centre-forward? Is he a right winger, left winger? Because a lot of the time when he played at fucking Barcelona, he was a right winger, not a left winger. Yeah, then they play as sort of a floating fucking player.
I think Rizwana Khan in the chat room has misunderstood what you said because they keep naming Vieira, Perez.
Okay, let me say it again for all the people who misunderstood what I said.
Please repeat yourself, just so.
Okay, I'll put it in simple terms. Right, when we signed Patrick Vieira, the geezer was rotting at AC Milan. Yeah, he was not world class, was he? He was a good player, but he wasn't a world class player when we signed him. So how many players has Arsène Wenger signed who were world-class on the day we signed them? They were already world-class. How many? Yeah? Okay, it's a great shout about Alexis Sanchez. Fair enough. And I love Alexis, yeah? Right, so we should chuck him in as well. So Alexis.
Yeah, chuck Alexis in.
Ozil. Yeah?
Yeah.
Sol Campbell, who was free, but he's in there. So there's 3 players. Yeah. And maybe Lacazette.
Maybe. And even then, it's arguable. And I love Lacazette, but it's arguable.
I do, but we're not playing to his strengths. Yeah, but there's 4 players. One
more. Bergkamp. Would you say Bergkamp is in that category? Now, that one is an interesting
that weren't a Wenger signing. So whoever said that needs to learn the history of the club, mate. That weren't a Wenger signing. In fact, if you actually go back, right, fucking even Vieira weren't a Wenger signing. He signed for the club a month before Wenger signed. But Wenger had a hand in it, right? But like I said, they were world class on the day we signed them. Yeah, not that we've made world class.
A lot of people, and you're going to hate me for saying this, but let me finish the sentence first. Go on. Bergkamp is because a lot of people have this theory that it was a Wenger signing, and one of the conditions of him coming on board was that.
No. Sorry. Load of bollocks.
I told you you'd hate it. I told you
bollocks, right? Listen, when Dennis Bergkamp signed for Arsenal Football Club, my man Wenger was fucking rotting in Japan. Yeah, rotting in Japan. Yeah, it was only the fact that he was mates with David Dean he even got the fucking job. Yeah, that's the only reason he got this job. Dennis Bergkamp was not an Arsène Wenger signing. So whoever's saying that, seriously, man. Listen, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate that, and I love you for watching, right? But don't even come with that talk, bruv. Seriously. Yeah, Bergkamp was not a Wenger signing. And I'm just going to educate these people a little bit more as well, right? You see the Emirates Stadium, right? I know a lot of people think it's paid off. It's not paid off until 2031. 2031, that stadium is paid off. And guess whose idea it was to build a new stadium? Because it weren't Arsène Wenger, who you're all led to believe, who built it with his fucking bare hands. It was George Graham. Boy. It was George Graham who dreamt up the idea of moving to a bigger stadium. But by which time he got potted, Arsène Wenger then come in fucking year later, or a year and a half later, whenever it was, and that plan was still there, and Arsène Wenger then see the plan out. But it was actually George Graham who dreamt up the idea of moving to a bigger stadium to compete financially. Yeah, so, Arsène Wenger, like I said, is the luckiest manager in world football, mate.
Let me ask you this question now, short of his resignation. I know that's the way you'll answer this question. But what can Arsenal or Wenger do in order to appease the fans, because there are going to be a lot of angry fans. I don't think there's going to be that many angry fans in terms of spitting feathers, because at this point it's kind of like a beaten wife. You're kind of just like what can we do? What can the club do to make us happy as fans?
I'll tell you what they can do.
Considering we're our position,
what they can do is come out with a statement. Obviously, I know you said about Wenger, right? So I'm not going to mention that. They can come out with a statement that says Arsène Wenger is leaving at the end of the season, and the next manager is so and so. And people will be going, "Oh, but who could do a better job?" I'll tell you, who could do a better job. He ain't even got a fucking job. It's Carlo Ancelotti. Yeah. That's who my first pick was before this dickhead signed a new contract. Anyway, that was my first pick before he even went to Bayern Munich. Yeah, that was my choice. Carlo Ancelotti for me before he went Bayern Munich. Yeah. But the club should be able to come out and go, right, every single person who went to Forest today gets a refund. Yeah. Every single person.
I would start there.
Yeah. Every single person. And yeah, it's only 30 quid, 25 quid, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah. It's irrelevant, right? But come out and say, look, all the players have clubbed in, they're gonna pay the refund. Yeah. Whether that be a credit on your account or whether that be fucking bring your match day ticket to the next game and we'll reimburse it at the fucking box office, whatever. Yeah. As long as you got your ticket, bring it to the club, we'll give you your money back. That'd be a start. The second thing they can do, because obviously they ain't going to come out and announce he's going, because he probably ain't. Right? The next best thing they can do is go out in the transfer window and go and buy 3 world-class players, then strap up our players like Wilshere, even Ozil. Yeah, even Ozil. And as much as I don't rate the guy, yes, he has probably been our best player this season. Yeah, and credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Right? Listen, I've mugged the geezer off for 4 years because for 4 years he's been pony. Yeah, but this season he's been fucking amazing. Yeah, and he's scored goals, he's involved. It's not just about assists, it's about his whole general play. He's running back, slide tackling people on the edge of our box. It's like, where the fuck have you been, motherfucker? Like, if you had been here since day one like that, I'd be sitting there going, right, I can't believe we let him go. Yeah, but as a statement of,
but do you want us to keep Ozil if he could?
If he plays like he's played from now to the end of the season, how he's played all season, I'll happily take him for another 4 years. Yeah, as long as that is what's coming for the next 4 years. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez, sign him up. Throw whatever the fuck you have to throw at him. Yeah, and I don't think it's about the money as such, although he is going to get a massive deal wherever he goes. But that's because he's a quality footballer. Hence why Man City wanted to bid 60 million for him with a year left. But go and do what is required in this window. Yeah, I see Jamie Carragher yesterday. Yeah, what kind of planet does this geezer live on? Right? He tweets out, "Oh, I can't believe Coutinho's going in January. Yeah, we're going to struggle to replace that." Sorry, you got 142 million fucking quid. How are you going to struggle to replace that? Sorry, he scores the odd goal every now and again. He's nothing special.
I agree. I still think he's overpriced. Good player. But
he's a good player, but he's not a great player.
I don't know if you play fantasy football. Have you ever really thought about putting Coutinho in your team?
No. When you play FIFA 18, does anyone put Coutinho in their team? No.
It's never even occurred to me to put Coutinho.
Right, let me put it to you like this, right? Is Coutinho one of the best free players in the world?
I think he's one of the best 3 players.
So how is he the third most expensive player in world football?
He's not the best 3 players in the Premier League, bro.
He's not even the third best player in Liverpool. He's not, let's be real. Salah, Mane, Firmino, they're all better.
I think he's better than Firmino. I don't rate Firmino personally.
No way. What planet
I don't. I must admit, I don't rate him. I think he works hard. That's about it.
Nah, man. Firmino's a baller, mate. He is a fucking good player. He is so underrated, it is unreal. Yeah? Coutinho, I'm sorry, but what does he do? He scores the odd 30-yard free kick, and that's about it. Yeah, well, sorry. Fucking Sigurdsson can do that. Eriksen can do that. Sanchez can do that. Yeah? Fucking Dennis Irwin used to do that. Do you know what I mean? Fucking joke. But that's it. If I was Arsenal board right now, I'd be coming out with a statement that we're going to go out, we're going to do £200 million in this window. Don't care how much it costs. we're going to go and get players required to go and push for a title next season.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're sorry for all the shit that's happened over the last 3 years, but we've now got the money in the bank. Yeah. We're going to show our intent. Yeah. And we're going to fucking strap them free, Jack, Ozil and Sanchez, down to a new deal by signing the players required to get them to sign. Yeah. But
yeah,
on top of
I
that,
agree. I wouldn't
manager.
necessarily announce how much we're going to spend, but what I don't want to hear is a Wenger fucking quote. I don't want none of this. Oh, well, we'll bring a player of supreme quality to
exceptional quality.
The team. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear that we will be strengthening our squad in this transfer window. Leave it there.
Right, Chris, let's be real, bruv, yeah? This is a transfer window, January, yeah? That he has been a massive, massive advocate of shutting. Yeah?
Yeah.
He don't like it. It says it unsettles players and blah, 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 yeah? If anyone thinks he's going to go and do what's required, then they're living in cuckoo land, right? What's going to happen is we'll probably get Johnny Evans, right? And we'll get the Greek kid we've already got. Yeah? We'll probably loan out one of our players. Yeah, and then maybe go and get a loan from somewhere else till the end of the season. Right? Now, for me, yeah, Emre Can, for example, right? Not the greatest footballer on the planet, but he's a fucking good footballer. Right? He's going to Juventus at the end of the season for free. Yeah. For free. Why weren't we in for him?
Well, yeah, it really does. The question needs to be asked.
If Juventus want him, why aren't we after him? Juventus wanted Szczesny, we let him go. I'm sorry, but if they want him to replace Buffon, the best goalkeeper ever, yeah, in my opinion, or definitely in my lifetime, yeah, if they think he's good enough to replace Szczesny, then there's obviously something there. If they think Emre Can's good enough to go and replace Khedira, yeah, or whoever the fuck he's going to replace him, yeah, then he's obviously good enough for us, isn't he? Because we're worse than them. Yeah, and I just, mate, seriously, the whole fucking everything bad at this football club comes back to Arsène Wenger. Team selection, Wenger. Substitutions, Wenger. Tactics, Wenger. Transfer dealings, Wenger. Yeah, ticket prices, Wenger. Everything is Wenger.
That's what I guess, because I know people yesterday in particular were losing their shit about the fact that, you know, Wenger was kind of like criticizing. For me, I saw it as a good thing because clearly, and I don't like the weasel, but clearly Ivan has given Sven free reign to just go and unsettle this motherfucker. Just do your thing and I've got you. You have my permission to go out and get these damn players that you need to go and get. And for me, it would start with an exciting take players on. So what did you say what you want about Mahrez and how he goes in and out of a season or whatever? You know that motherfucker takes on players. And that's what I like about him. Yep. He'll have the ball, and his first thing is not, oh, I'm gonna go sideways. His first thing is gonna be, right, how am I gonna beat this fucker? And that's why I like Mahrez. His first thing is forward, not sideways. And that's what we need to change that mentality of, oh, well, just to improve our passing stats, let me hit a fucking another sideways bullshit pass. And that's all I saw today. Because like
mate, that's all we've seen for years is sideways boring shit.
Exactly. And it harks back to the
safe
fact
football. It's safe.
No matter what team we put out, whether it's the youngsters, and let's have it right. I say youngsters. To be honest, I thought the youngsters were okay today. It was the experienced players that were a load of dog shit, as per fucking usual. Reece Nelson, to me, was by far and away that the man of the match for our team.
Yeah, definitely. He was the only one who played well for us.
And he's still out of position. He's still out of position.
Exactly. Why is he playing on the wing? Yeah, he's a central attacking midfielder. Yeah, I don't get it. I said this after the game. The rest of them, the only one who can walk out of that game with any credit at all is Reece Nelson. Yeah, the rest of them were fucking shit. Maitland-Niles today, worst game he's played for us. Yeah, Rob Holding, worst game he's played for us. Iwobi, worst game he's played for us. You know, Theo Walcott, sorry, you're nicking a living, mate. Danny Welbeck, that's a reason why you were sold from United, mate. Yeah, that's the reason you're never going to be good enough. Mate, that cunt's fucking level ain't even Sunderland, it's lower. It's lower. Yeah, he is shit. Mate, there was points in that game where we've got the ball and he's just walking across the D outside the box. He's just walking sideways, sideways, sideways. He's not making no run. Yeah, he's not thinking, yeah, Walcott did in the first half. There was times in the first half Walcott was making runs in behind. Yeah, and Joe Willock just kept the ball. Yeah, or went backwards. And I was getting so fucking wound up, mate. Yeah. It was like Walcott's trying to make the run. Yeah, but that happens in the first 11 as such with Lacazette. Lacazette goes to make the run in behind. Yeah, and Xhaka goes sideways. And it's like, what are you doing? And that is not the players. Yeah, although it is them implementing that, they are being told to do that. Yeah. Because you cannot keep changing the team. That's a totally different 11 out there today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same football. So that is a coaching issue, which then comes back to Arsène Wenger. Mm. Mm. Yeah, he's telling them, Debuchy today, yeah, I thought he whipped in some beautiful crosses. Yeah, really good crosses. But Danny Welbeck's a fucking statue. Why aren't you making the run across the near post? Yeah? Why are you just standing on the penalty spot hoping the ball comes to you? You're a fucking striker. Yeah? If that was Giroud today, and I don't rate him as much as everyone else does, if that was Giroud, he would have been across that fucking front post and flicking one in or nodding one in. Yeah? Yeah. The balls Debuchy put in today, yeah, he put 3 or 4 quality fucking balls in that box today. Yeah, there's no one in there. But in saying that, defensively, he was shit today.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mate, I can't remember who it was. I don't know. Who was it that who got their second penalty? Was it Mancien? Michael Mancien? Was it him? I can't remember. But whoever it was, fucking hell, mate, we turned him into Messi. Man was fucking slaloming past everyone. Yeah. Yeah, and then as soon as I see him go down, I was like, here we go, game over, done. If he scores this, it's game over. Yeah, then there was that and ahhing over, would it be given, wouldn't it be given? Yeah, and I knew it would be given. They weren't going to change their mind. Do you know what I mean? It all happens in a split second. To be looking at that and seeing that he double tapped it, yeah, double fucking kicked it, it's nigh on impossible to see that from the line. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's fucking just embarrassing, man. And like, it ain't ending until this fucker leaves.
And now on to Chelsea. I mean, blimey. What the earth are we going to do?
Oh, mate. The best thing we can do for Chelsea is just forfeit the game. Forfeit the game. just give them a pass, man.
Just like, it's all right. We're good. We don't need this.
Luckily, I've not got a ticket for that game, and I'll be watching on my nice, comfy armchair.
Oh,
I'm going to be chilling. I'm going to be chilling, man. I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm not.
We're already beating 4-0 now.
Yeah, we're probably going to win now. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, I watched Chelsea yesterday against Norwich, and they were equally as shit as we were today. The difference is they know how not to lose.
Exactly. Confidence. They don't look like they have a lot of confidence at the moment, Chelsea.
No. But if they're the sort of team that if they can't win, they make sure they don't lose.
Which is the rule. That's the rule.
Exactly. Take a draw, lick your wounds, and move on, and batter them in the replay. Give them their day out at Stamford Bridge and fucking whack them. Yeah, but we're going to go there. We'll go with a totally different team that played today, which is why he rested all of them, didn't even have them on the bench. Yeah, we'll go there. I don't think we'll win. I think they'll do us 2 or 3. Because, mate, we've conceded 4 penalties in 3 games.
Yeah, we can't defend.
Exactly. but even after we scored our second goal today, did you see that they kicked off 10 passes, popping it around? They're in on goal. Nottingham Forest, they're in on goal from kickoff. I'm sorry. Yeah. How the fuck is that happening? Yeah. We see it against Chelsea the other day. We score a goal in stoppage time from kickoff. They're in on goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1-on-1, Morata should have scored. It comes out and Zappacosta smacks the bar. Yeah. Now, that's a totally different 11 out there today that was out there the other day. So how are the same things happening? Yeah. Don't get it.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm a bit numb, but I'm also a bit like, sure. It kind of figures. Like I was watching the game, And, you know, as the goals were going in, I didn't celebrate an Arsenal goal. I didn't curse when we conceded. It was just, I kind of just was like, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Seen it all before.
Yeah, it's almost expected now. It's
it was a weird atmosphere as well, right? Because when they scored the fourth, it was just like, you know, everyone's looking around at each other, just like, did we expect anything less? You know, there was a point in that game. Yeah, we were 3-1 down. Yeah, and everyone's just looking around at each other. Loads of people left as well. When the third went in for them, mate, loads of people left. Yeah, not just talking like 5 or 10 people. We're talking hundreds. Yeah, just left. Empty seats everywhere. Right? And, you know, some guy walked past me and he goes to me, I've had enough of this shit. He goes, that's the last away game I'll go to this season.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and like, you know, fucking, and he was an older guy. He was older than me. He was in his 40s or 50s. Yeah. And he's like, that's the last away game I'll go to this season. Yeah, and it's like, fucking hell, man. Do you know what I mean? This is what Arsenal Football Club are doing to people. But like I said, there's a lot of fans that go to these away games now that it's just like a sarcasm now. It's like, look at it when we're playing Palace. We're winning away. We're winning away. How shit must you be? We're winning away. Yeah, that got sung. That got sung at West Brom. It got sung at Palace. Like, you know, and it's just more of a jovial, like, we're winning away. Fucking like, let's just have a party. We're winning. Yeah, right. Whereas
you guys were chanting, "We're fucking shit."
Oh mate, yeah, that went on for a couple of minutes. It was funny because it was Wenger out. Wenger out. We want Wenger out. Yeah, followed by "You're not fit to wear the shirt," followed by "We're fucking shit," all back to back. Yeah, yeah, but it was like, it was so sarcastic and like, there wasn't hatred in it. There weren't no hate in the way it was being said. It was just like, yeah, like, we're fucking shit, and we like laughing. Yeah, and you know, fair play to Forest, man. Listen, they deserve to win 5 or 6 today. They
did. They
were
deserved
fucking,
to win.
for a team that
They were awesome.
They didn't even play their full strength team. That weren't even their first 11. Yeah. That weren't their first 11. I spoke to Forest fans after the game. They were like, that weren't our first 11.
I heard.
It was like, come on. Yeah, but no, fair play to them, man. Fair play. Let's hope they go far in it now, because they've beaten us. They've beaten the holders. That was their cup final today. Let's hope they get a big draw in the next round as well.
If there is any Forest fan just watching this laughing their head off, congratulations, you guys deserve it. We're fucking shit.
Yeah, we want Wenger out.
Awesome. We want Wenger out. Simple as that. But yeah, okay, all right. Well, let me, I guess, just move towards wrapping this up. But before I go, people keep they like this game that we sort of set up earlier in the show about name me one world-class player.
Yeah, go on.
People keep asking me to ask you about Podolski. Would you consider Podolski as a world-class player?
No. Very good footballer, but not world-class. Not world-class.
I think people consider Podolski as world-class because he got 100 caps. But to me,
that's exactly it. Because he got 100 odd caps. Yeah, and because he fucking jumped in the crowd when we beat Tottenham, or he scored against Tottenham. Yeah, and like and he's very Arsenal versus Tottenham. He hates Tottenham, and he's not world class. Listen, that geezer had one of the best left foots in the fucking world, but he's not world class. He wasn't world class.
I thought he was good at best, but even then, I didn't think he was amazing. I never thought he was amazing.
Did you know he's just opened a fucking kebab shop in Cologne? Did you see that?
No, I heard that. Our favourite Turkish residents actually mentioned that on his Twitter. Mr. Mems himself. But shout out to him if he's watching.
Yeah, I
remember he put it on his Twitter, and I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, because he played in Turkey and all that, innit? Like, he's fucking loving off the kebabs and all that. Yeah, so he thought, but imagine being in that position where you've got that much money. You go, do you know what? I'm going to go and open a kebab shop in Cologne. I'm going to pay loads of people to go and work there, and I'll just turn up every now and again and get a free meal. Yeah, take a few photos with fans and like. But listen, I love the geezer to bits. He was a fucking good footballer. Yeah, he had a rocket of a left foot. Yeah, not world class when we signed him. Sorry, not world class when he left either. Good player.
All right, 2 more, and I'm going to answer one of them. People are talking about Kleb and Overmars. Now, to me, I never thought...
Ooh, Kleb, never.
I never rated Kleb when he was supposedly good.
No. To be fair, I think you're being a bit harsh there, right? Kleb was a fucking gifted footballer. Yeah, the problem with him is he left too quick. And he totally fucked his career. He fucked his career going Barcelona. Yeah? If he had stayed at Arsenal for another 2 years, then maybe got the Barcelona move, he would never have ended up at Birmingham. Yeah, ever. Yeah, he wouldn't. Let's be real. He would have been at that level. Yeah. Another one who you can put in that bracket as well is Arsène. Arsène was fucking good, man. Yeah, but another one Wenger ruined. Yeah, Arsène was a fucking baller, mate.
I do think Wenger ruined that player. I really do. I think
properly ruined him, man.
The way that player should have been that good at the Euros, and he was good.
He was brilliant at the Euros. Yeah.
And then to come to Arsenal a couple of months later and be absolute fucking dog shit.
Scoring 4 goals against Liverpool, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's downhill ever since. Scored against Barcelona, downhill ever since.
Because of Wenger's insistence that for some reason he was a left winger.
Yeah.
When the man never had pace.
Overmars is a funny one, though. Overmars is, I don't know. I love Mark Overmars, man.
Also suggested, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. Maybe. Was he world class at the time? I don't know, man. He was a fucking good player. Very good player. Okay, fuck it. We'll throw him in. So let's say 5. That's 5 players, yeah? We've named 5 players. And 2 of them are maybes. Overmars and Lacazette. Do you know what I mean? 5 players in 21 years you've signed that are world class. One of them was free and 2 of them are maybes. Yeah, and that is where we go wrong. Liverpool, in my opinion, have gone inside a world-class centre-back. Because for me, Van Dijk's the second best centre-back in the league.
I don't know if he's world-class, but
only Alderweireld is better than him. Yeah,
I would say
Alderweireld's the best centre-back in the league by a mile. Yeah, then you've got Van Dijk, who is miles ahead of the rest. Alderweireld's the best. Then you've got Van Dijk. The rest are fucking miles behind, mate. Yeah, and if Van Dijk performs as well as... Listen, I wanted Van Dijk when he was at Celtic. We went and bought Gabriel. Yeah, for the same money.
Pairing it up for Valencia, I'm just saying.
It's amazing what happens when players get away from Wenger, isn't it? Chesney, Gabriel, Nabry, do you know what I mean? They're fucking... Who's the other one? Fucking Vela, Carlos Vela. Fucking doing bits in Spain, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Amazing what happens on Play Chamberlain. He's doing all right at Liverpool. Amazing what happens when you get away from him, innit?
All right, chat room.
Go on. Let's ask some questions. Give us some questions.
Ask us some questions. Ask us some questions.
They've even told me to fucking drink, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking... But you know what? I literally got in, had something to eat, and came straight on this. That is dedication.
Oh, yeah. I know you were on your way home when I kind of like messaged you to say.
Mate, my missus is sat in the bedroom. She hasn't seen me since fucking like, what time did I leave here? I must have left here at 11:45. 11:45 I left to go Nottingham. She hasn't seen me since 11:45. I came in, I see her for 5 minutes while she was getting in the bath, and now she's sat in the bedroom chilling, and I am still on the football hype. I've got an understanding missus, by the way.
We've got questions flooded in by the truckload. Typical. Now I'm going to have to find them. Right. R.H. Sturman asks, I caught his question before it went out.
He's a nice guy as well. Follow him on Twitter.
Yeah. He's good Twitter to follow, actually, yeah. Do you still play
Ultimate Team?
Yeah.
Well, I can't eat, man. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've got
a proper team. I've got Ronaldo up front, Benzema, Ousmane Dembele. That's my front 3. I play. It's funny actually. I play a 4. What do I play? A 4-3-2-1 formation. But then as soon as I start the game, I pause it and go to a 4-2-3-1. I've got Ruud Gullit. Yeah, that's how I roll. Proper players. Yeah, Bakayoko because he's a beast on the game, and Zonzi. Not because I rate him in real life, but because he's good on the game. Then my back 4 is Kyle Walker. Only because he's the best right back on there. I've then got Bailey, whatever you want to call him, from Man United, alongside Van Dijk, because he's a beast. Then my left back is Kolasinac, because he's 89 physical. Then I've got Butland in goal, because he's OP as fuck. Yeah, and Ronaldo has got 1-in-1 goal ratio. That's how fucking... Trust me, anyone want to come test me on Xbox, on FIFA, holler me, man. Holler. I'll whoop all your ass. Go and ask Tom Canton. I'll whip him up every time I play him. And to be fair to him, he's actually beaten me a couple of times, yeah, on FIFA 18, but not with the team I've got now. Yeah, FIFA 17, no fucker got near me on that game, but this one's a little bit harder. But I'm still good, man. I'm fucking good. If I played it longer, yeah, I am blowing my own trumpet, but if I actually played FIFA for the amount of hours I actually go to work every day, I reckon I'd be professional. Yeah, that's how good I reckon I could be on it, because I'm pretty decent. Elite finishes in champs and all that, gold ones every week. And so, yeah, enough of blowing my own trumpet. Next.
All right, I'm going to ask a question about Ola, from Ola, I should say.
Yes, Ola, my brother from another mother.
From another mother there. He asked, at what point do we put our eggs in the Europa League basket?
Wednesday, after we get fucking smashed at Stamford Bridge.
I was going to say the same shit.
Come on, Ola, man. That was fucking obvious. I was going
to say the same shit. Wednesday.
When we get our pants pulled down and penetrated on Wednesday 4-0, yeah, then that's when we realise, oh, fuck, season's done. Europa League for us.
I think it ultimately it is going to... Gosh, I'm using your words now. Ultimately, it is going to be about when we're going to have to almost treat the league like we would the Europa League in the early stages. And that means if we need to rest certain players in the league in order to make them play
it's funny. It's funny you saying that, Chris. Fucking earlier on, yeah, somebody said we should be resting players in the league and saving them for the cup games because we're miles away in the league.
We're miles away from anything in the league. It's true.
It's true.
Do it, Mourinho up in this bitch.
Well, mate, listen. Did anyone seriously think Mourinho weren't going to win the Europa League? As soon as he threw his eggs in that basket, you all knew he was going to win it. Yeah. The difference is when we throw our eggs into a basket, we're fucked because the eggs crack halfway down. Let
me ask you this one. This one's from Marco. Do you believe? Shout out to him as well. Do you believe?
Nice guy as well.
Yeah, very, very nice guy. Nice kid. Honestly,
he is. He's a good lad. Canadian. I think he's Canadian, isn't he? A country. He fucking does. Yeah, a country I would love to go to as well. So yeah, get a GoFundMe page going because I want to go Canada.
He asks, do you believe that Reiss Nelson is the long-term Alexis Sanchez replacement?
Not under this manager. Yeah, if I was Reiss Nelson, I've been played at right wing back, I've been played at right back, I've been played fucking wherever the fuck he played today. What was it? Fucking left wing? Yeah. If I was Reiss Nelson, I'd be seriously sitting down with my family in the summer and going, if Wenger's still the manager next season, fuck it, I want out in the summer. Yeah, and for me, he should go to a club like Southampton. Yeah, somewhere like that will give young English talent a chance, which they've produced a whole fucking list of players from Southampton Academy. Yeah, Walcott, fucking Chambers, who is another one that's been ruined by Wenger, by the way. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Ward-Prowse. Yeah, they've got so many. I could keep going on and on. They've got so many fucking players at Southampton that go in the first team and smash it. Yeah, if I was Reiss Nelson in the summer, I'd sit down and think about where I want to go and what I want to be and how I want to be it, because that kid's being ruined, mate. He's not a right wing back. He's not a right back. He's not a left winger. He's a central attacking midfielder. Yeah, you watch that kid for the under-23s. He's a completely different footballer to when he starts at right wing back, left wing, or right back. Yeah, the guy's got so much confidence. I know it's a completely different ball game because it's against under-23s. Yeah. But him and Eddie Nketiah, yeah, both of them, yeah, if it was me, I'd be like, no, I want out. Yeah, under Wenger, they're going nowhere, mate. And the reason I say that is you've only got to look at the long list of players he's fucking ruined. Chuba Agpom is the prime example of that. Yeah, that kid That kid is now, what, 24 years old?
Mm.
Yeah? He ain't even close to first-team football.
No,
Yeah?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, yeah, for me, Reece Nelson, I don't think he could be as good as Alexis Sanchez because that's a fucking high level, man. Yeah, but he is a special talent and he's being wasted.
All right. Let me ask you this because I think Guna is calling us both out because we've both said that this
Bring
guy's...
Bring it.
And I've got an answer, but I'm going to let you take the first reins on this. Alex Iwobi. Are we ready to admit, finally, that Alex Iwobi is, to quote him, dog shit?
I think I am ready to admit that. I actually go with him. So fair play, bruv. Listen, I've backed that kid all season. I can't back him anymore. I'm sorry, but he don't offer nothing. I've backed him as much as I know you have as well. You know, fellow countrymen and all that, yeah? Right? We've backed him to the hilt. Can't back him anymore. Mate, he should be taking a game like today by the scruff of the neck and being the best player on the park. He weren't. He was arguably the worst.
This is arguable, and you may disagree with this yourself, actually. I think under a new manager, he'd be a decent player. I still think that. But
Chris, I think that about all of our players, man.
I think this regime, I think under this continued dictatorship that Arsenal are under, I don't see him being much an improvement. In fact, I see him constantly being a worse player, a player who has all the potential in the world, but has no confidence, will continue to...
Well, you've only got to look at him when he plays for Nigeria. Man scoring against Argentina. He's scoring a brace against Argentina. Right, and I'm sorry, they've got a fucking shit-hot team. Even defensively and midfield-wise, they have got a shit-hot team. Yeah? I'm
glad you said that because people accuse me of being biased.
Nah, man, listen, I like him. I think he's a good player, yeah, a very good player, right? But you can tell just by watching him, even today, yeah, the kid's confidence is shot. We should never... The game that fucked him up was when we played him against Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich, yeah.
Bayern Munich, you threw him into that game against Bayern Munich and we got fucking pants pulled down 5-1. Yeah, he's never recovered since. Yeah, because that was a game too quick. Yeah, a big game too quick for him. He should... I've said this before on here, yeah? I've said it on other shows as well, right? For players like him, like Reece Nelson, like Eddie Nketiah, etc., Maitland-Niles, yeah? You put him in, you play him, you bring him on as a sub for 10 minutes. Yeah, give him a little runabout in a Premier League game. The next game, you start them. Yeah, you give them 60 minutes, you sub them. Yeah, they've now played 10 minutes, then they've played the 60 minutes from the start, right? You then go, do you know what? You ain't getting too big for your boots. You're going straight back in the reserves. Yeah, you go and put them in the reserves for 3 weeks, and then you go, oh, by the way, you're in the matchday squad for Liverpool. Yeah, or Man United, whoever. Yeah, regardless of the result or how the game's going, you're getting 15 minutes at the end of the game. Yeah. So if we're 5-0 down, 2-2, 3-2, no matter what, you are coming on with 15 minutes to go for so-and-so, Sanchez, whoever it may be. Yeah. You then go and give him a 15-minute run out against Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, whoever. Yeah. The next game, bang, you're back in the reserves. Yeah. But to throw that kid in against Bayern Munich from the start. Mate, it's suicide. Suicide, bruv. That's probably a bad thing to say on YouTube right now, isn't it?
Stop telling me. To me, he is prime candidate to be candidate number one for me to send him out on a loan. Not in the summer, this month.
Now, send him out.
Because to me, he needs to get away from this. Get away from.
Do you know a good club it'd be good at, in my opinion, to go on loan? Yeah, keep him local. Yeah, keep him London. Yeah. Send him out to West Ham.
Or that,
Yeah, send him out to West Ham. Because do you know what? One side they got Arnautovic, the other side they could put him out there. Put him out on the right wing, let him float. And again, he's not a right winger, he's not a left winger, he's a central attacking midfielder. Yeah? But in a team where he would look like one of the best players, that would boost his confidence. Yeah, he'd then be able to have a little floating role. So yeah, you're starting out on the right wing, left wing, whatever. But then you can have a little floating role. I know they've got Lanzini or whatever, but he'll get injured at some point this season. Yeah. Send him out to West Ham. It's round the corner. Yeah. They're down the bottom of the table. He'll be the shining light in the team, along with fucking Andy Carroll, Lanzini, Arnautovic. Them four, yeah, they could boost that club up the table. Yeah, we won't do it. We'll keep him. We'll fucking destroy him because that's what Wenger does. Yeah, there's a long mate. Do you remember when we used to go into the League Cup with all these kids, and we'd go and whack teams up 4 or 5 in the Carling Cup? Yeah, where are all these kids now?
Yeah, the confidence that it would have if one of these kids, like an Alex Iwobi, was playing in the Carling Cup, whacking up teams 4-5-0, and then they strut onto the pitch. Even if, like you say, it's 10, 15 minutes, they come on and they're just doing their fucking thing because they have all the confidence in the world. Now, we're struggling to beat the likes of fucking Nottingham Forest.
And he was arguably the worst player on the pitch today. Yeah. There's a case to say he was the worst player on the pitch. He was shit today.
How exactly does a player recover from that shit? At least if he goes to the likes of a West Ham, where, let's be honest, they can't afford to be fucking picky. So they go and get an Alex Iwobi on loan. They play him. They nurture him. He teaches something a little bit different to the type of crap that Wenger will be teaching him. And say what you want about fucking David Moyes. David Moyes will teach him to work hard.
Do you know what? I was just going to say that. West Ham don't have a lot of the ball. Look at the Tottenham game the other night. They had one fucking shot. Yeah? He'd have to learn the defensive side of it as well as the attacking side of it. David Moyes, I'm not saying David Moyes is a great manager because I don't think he is, yeah? Well, no disrespect to any West Ham fan because he's smashed it since he's been there, right?
But West Ham fans will agree, trust me.
They will. But he has smashed it at West Ham since he's been there, so fair play to David Moyes, yeah? But he'd do the defensive side of it. So then when he come back to Arsenal, yeah, he'd come back to Arsenal a completely different player to the one now, where he's just like, there was a point in that game today where he gave the ball away in the first half and he was just strolling. Yeah, he was doing an Ozil. He was just strolling back and I'm just standing there like, are you taking the piss? Yeah, but listen, Wenger, he's been Wengered, mate. He's been fully Wengered. Yeah, and he's not the only one. Yeah, Rob Holding, another one, fully Wengered. Too many big games. Yeah, Liverpool last season. Yeah, the first game of the season. Yeah, fucking the Emirates. Yeah, where he gave away the free kick, Coutinho banged it in 30-yarder. Yeah, that game fucked him. That game fucked Rob Holding. Yeah, too big a game. But again, that was scandalous decisions by our manager and our board not to go and do what's required. Yeah, and go and buy a centre-back. Afterwards, we then went and bought Mustafi. Do you remember? Yeah, right? But you're playing Chambers and Holding against Liverpool. I'm sorry, you can't start both of them against Liverpool. And both of them have done fuck all since, let's be real.
Yeah.
Alex Ferguson was the fucking ideal manager for a young kid. Look at the way he nurtured Giggs. Yeah? Look at the way he nurtured him, mate. To be the most decorated footballer in the world.
If Ferguson had Iwobi,
mate,
this guy would be killing it. He would be killing. For all those people in the chat room not saying, oh, yeah, Roby's still shit. Trust me, he would be amazing.
Okay, let me ask you this question, Chris, right?
Right now.
Let me ask you this question, right? Is Iwobi better than Lingard?
Listen, don't get me started, because I don't like fucking Lingard, so you're going to get me started. You're going to get me angry in a lot of United fans.
Talent-wise,
I don't rate Lingard.
I think they're about par. Yeah? Jose's getting a tune out of Lingard. Lingard's confidence is sky high right now. Yeah, he has got him on top of the world. So every time Lingard goes out to play, he's like, fuck you, I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm going to ruin you. Yeah? You put Iwobi with Jose. And this is Jose, the player killer, apparently. The kid killer. Yeah? He ruins kids. Well, I'm sorry. Last season, Rashford smashed it for him. And this season, Lingard is.
Yeah.
This is the player that ruins kids and goes with experience. If you gave Jose Mourinho Iwobi, you'd see Lingard-style performances out of him this season. All day long. But that ain't going to happen.
That's the thing. I agree. I do think it is a confidence thing. I do think you're right. I do think it's belief.
Yeah.
Jose gives Lingard belief. And whereas I don't think tells Iwobi shit.
Especially also the 100 grand a week contract he gave Lingard helps.
That helps. But I also think that when when Iwobi is suffering abuse, I don't think there's anything that comes from Wenger. I don't think Wenger tells him, puts an arm around him and says, listen, just, I believe in you. All I want you to do is keep things simple. Not play a little bit more percentage football. Ironically, he's the complete opposite to Ozil in that respect. Sorry, to Ramsey, I guess, in the sense that I don't think he does enough sideways passes. I think he takes on the man a bit too much and loses the ball a bit too much.
Yeah, he tries complicating football, and fucking. He's so frustrating to watch because he's got the talent, he's got the pace, he's got the skill, but like you say, confidence is a massive thing in football, and that guy's confidence is shot to bits, and I'm holding Wenger fully responsible because every time he goes for Nigeria, he is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I know Guardian and Easy Hander are not having it in the chat room. I think he's a dead player. I think he's got zero potential. And you know what? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And to be honest, don't get what we're saying twisted at all. This guy has been shit for the last few matches.
Yeah.
He has been shit.
The last good game Iwobi played was Chelsea at the Bridge. That was the last time he played well.
And that's the only thing I'm saying, because they're asking us now, what makes you think he has talent? All I'm going to say is be completely unbiased, go and watch Nigeria facing Argentina, and then come back to the chat room.
Let me say
the highlights on.
Let me say this, Chris.
Go, just go and watch that and tell me Iwobi has zero potential.
We played Everton a couple of seasons ago. Yeah, Iwobi scored a goal at Goodison Park. Do you remember? Yeah, that was when he sort of burst on. I think it was his first goal, one of his first goals for Arsenal, right? That season, he done all right. Then we throw him in against Barcelona, Bayern Munich. Yeah, a game too far. Like I said, you've got to manage these players. Yeah, don't get too above yourself, mate. You're going back in the reserves. Instead, we keep playing them and playing them and playing them and playing them. Yeah, then you're playing them out of position all the time. You're playing him left wing. You're playing him right wing. He's a central attacking midfielder. But then you want to get Ozil in the team. Yeah? Then you want to get Sanchez in the team. Then you want Theo in the team. Then you want fucking Giroud in the team. Yeah? You can't keep playing this player. Listen, I ain't saying he's fucking the best thing ever because he ain't. Right? But are Arsenal better than Nigeria? Pound for pound, player for player, Arsenal are miles better than Nigeria. Yeah? So why the fuck does he look so good for Nigeria? Yeah, but why the fuck does he look so good for Nigeria? Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because he goes to Nigeria. They're all fellow countrymen. It's a confidence thing. He's boosted by going there. He's seeing mates that he hasn't seen for 3-4 months. Yeah, they all have a banter on the fucking training field. And he knows that he is one of the main men in the team. Yeah? Comes back to Arsenal. He's not one of the main men.
The irony of this comment from this geezer, right? His name is Guardian. I want you to bear that in mind. He goes, he's basically saying bollocks. Every player is responsible for his own development. The man's username is Guardian, and he's the one that just came out and said that. Just keep that in mind.
Right. Okay. I'll give you an example. Right. There's been loads of players over the years. Yeah, loads of players over the years that have been the next best thing. The next Messi, the next Ronaldo, the next fucking whoever. Yeah? They've been piss poorly managed. There's a program that I missed tonight because I was on my way back from the game, yeah? It was about youth development. It was on BT Sport tonight. Yeah, I didn't even record it, so hopefully it's on catch-up, right? And it's about young kids that, like, fucking trying to come through the ranks, yeah? Trying to come through the ranks, and they're trying to break in as footballers, right? And we're trying to snap up kids that are 3, 4, 5 years old and all that bollocks, right? That comment you just said, listen, I appreciate you even watching this, mate, yeah? And I appreciate you even taking the time to type that shit, yeah? Right? But, right? No, I didn't mean it like that, but listen, right? No, but listen, if I'm a footballer and let's say I'm Reece Nelson or Iwobi or Maitland-Niles, right? You're now in a club that are one of the biggest clubs in world football, right? And you're starting games but you're starting in a position that ain't natural to you. Yeah? Iwobi, Maitland-Niles, Reece-Nelson, all three of them. They're in a position that ain't natural to them because none of them are fucking in their position, right? How can you then go to Arsène Wenger, who's been at the club 21 years, so that's, you were 3 when he took over the club.
Or in Reece Nelson's case, you weren't even born.
You weren't even born, exactly, right? How can you go and sit down with that guy and go, yeah, listen, boss, whilst I appreciate that you're starting me, yeah, and I really do appreciate it because we're a massive club, and I know you're paying me 10 grand a week or 20, whatever the fuck he's on, yeah? Can you actually play me at central attacking midfield, please, next week? It'd go, fuck off, I've got Mesut Ozil there. What are you talking about? Yeah? So how is that kid in charge of his development? Well, the only way he's in charge of that is if he says, bollocks, I want to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah? But he's not going to say, bollocks, I want to leave, because he's getting paid really good money at a fucking big football club. Yeah? So he's swallowing it and taking it and going, okay, well, maybe he knows better than me because he's been the manager of this club longer than I've been alive. Yeah. So he knows more than me. He knows football miles better than me because I've played football for 10 years or 12 years or 15 years. He's managed this club alone for 21 years. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, I'll take his word for it because, yeah, he's the Messiah. Yeah. And they go with it and go with it and go with it and go with it. And before you know it, they're fucking Eden Hazard at 27 years old, who ain't that good. He's good, but he ain't fucking world class. On his day, he's world class. 27. Do you know, I found that out today. He's 27. Eden Hazard, 27. Sorry. Yeah. Come back to me when you fucking achieved half of what Messi's achieved. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. These players ain't in control. The clubs are in control.
Yeah.
If Arsène Wenger wants Iwobi gone, he's gone. End of story. If he wants you out of that football club, he'll say, well, you ain't never going to play for the club, so you might as well leave. Yeah? Might as well leave. And Iwobi's going to go, bollocks, I'm on a 4-year deal, bruv. I ain't going nowhere. You're paying me 50 grand a week. Why would I leave?
Why would you leave? What do you think is happening? What's happening to Debussy right now, bruv?
It's another fucking Winston Bogard all over again.
Yeah.
Remember that? Fucking Winston Bogard. I'm quite happy to sit on the bench for 50 grand a week. Mate, the original gangster, bruv, yeah? Sat on the bench for 4 years. Like, why would I leave? You're paying me 50 grand a week. I ain't getting that elsewhere. Yeah, I'm happy to sit here, bruv. I'll come training every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before you know it, you're 27 years. That's why I brought up Eden Hazard, right? Listen, before people start mugging me off, Eden Hazard's a quality footballer, right? But I'm going in on Hazard right now. Yeah, he's a quality footballer, right? But the hype around him, I just don't see it. I'm sorry, it's another Coutinho for me. You turn up every now and again. You turn up every now and again. You turn up against Spurs when it matters. You turn up against Spurs, stop and win a title. And he was fucking, mate, that was probably the best game he's ever played in his life that night. Yeah, he was fucking unreal that night. But if you bottle that, yeah, and did that every single week, you could say, do you know what? Yeah, mate, you're 150 mil. Although saying that, Coutinho's just gone for 142, so he probably is 150 mil. Yeah, right? But I just don't get the hype around him. I know I'm going way off track here with Chelsea and fucking Hazard and all that, yeah? Right? But turning up against Arsenal, turning up against Tottenham and scoring the odd penalty against Man United to win you a title, yeah, ain't enough to warrant being world class to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, he is to Chelsea what Ozil is to Arsenal, in my opinion. Yeah, massively overhyped. Does it when he wants it. Yeah, other than that, he's been bang average. But then Chelsea fans are going, nah, he's the best player ever. Sorry. Don't see it. But anyway, we've got any more questions? Let's answer a few more. I'm on it.
Let's take out. Yeah, all right. Let's
do three more questions. Pick 3 more.
3 more, we're out. Make them good ones, guys, because I will straight up ignore it if it ain't good. Right? I'll be honest. I'm going to ignore them.
Mate, I've only had 3 beers. Shall I do another couple and fucking get right on it?
Let me ask you a question while we got one. Did you tell me you didn't rate Steven Nzonzi?
Nah,
is that what you just? I remember we had this debate. Either, but I'm wondering why you don't rate him.
Right, I'm gonna give you straight answers here. Right, he flops at Blackburn.
me too. Exactly what I think.
Yeah.
But go on.
Yeah, he flopped at Blackburn, right? He weren't that great at Stoke. Yeah, let's be real, he weren't. The only reason Arsenal fans rate him is he scored in the Emirates Cup against us. Yeah, fact, he did. Yeah. And because he plays in Spain now, which is a completely different league, where you get more time on the ball, it's less physical, he looks great. I'm sorry, you play for Blackburn and Stoke and done fuck all. What makes anyone think he's good enough to play for Arsenal? For me, for probably about the same money, the geezer's a cunt as well. Yeah, he's fell out with the fucking manager out there, which is why he ain't playing. Yeah, for me,
All right.
I'd be putting a bid in for Idrissa Gana Gueye at Everton. Yeah, because I think he's 10 times the player on Zonzi is.
I love you. I've been saying this for time. Why are we not going to get Gaya? To me, I think he's wasted at Everton. Go and grab him. Go and grab him.
And it'd come because it's Arsenal.
Definitely. 100%.
And Everton would accept the bid because Mashiri's there. We can do a deal with Mashiri. Say, come on, bruv. We're Arsenal. We let you go. We gave you all the money for the shares. Blah, 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 blah. We'll do a deal. Idrissa Gana Gueye is a fucking good footballer. Yeah, but he's massively underrated because he ain't playing in Spain and he ain't 6'5". He is.
I just want to.
He's a B-Tech fucking Kante. He is. Let's be real.
I just want to give
Kante.
I agree. But I just want to give my man a shout out because I know he's in the chat room. Shout out to Stel.
Yes, Stel.
Shoot the podcast.
How's Mkhitaryan? Do you know he got suspended off Twitter?
Bro.
He got suspended off Twitter for calling him a cunt.
If Mkhitaryan gets shot today, Del is prime. Telling you, my man wants it.
He got suspended. He fucking sent me a WhatsApp the other day going, I can't reply to your message on Twitter because I'm on a 7-day lock for calling Mkhitaryan a cunt. Big up, bro. Love that geezer, man.
Big up, go watch if you guys are listening. cracking. He made a really interesting point, and he said that just to think that Chambers was the most experienced player on the bench, that is absolutely unforgivable in his opinion.
Well, it is. I said earlier on in the show, like, we played Sutton United last season, and we're bringing Sanchez on against Sutton on a plastic pitch. Yeah. Alexis Sanchez, mate, them Sutton players must have been thinking, what the fuck? They're bringing on Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez costs more than the whole football club combined. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. His weekly wages fucking cover the cost of all of ours for a year.
Easily.
Yeah?
Easily.
And today, like he's just said, today the most experienced player we had on the bench was Chambers. Now, I'm sorry, there's only one man to blame for that. Yeah? And that's Arsène Wenger. Yeah? We've given away 4 penalties in 3 games. I'm sorry, but Steve Bold should retire. One of the best defenders I've ever seen in my lifetime. Clearly, getting a fucking say on the team.
But Bold is not getting a say in the team. So, as far as I'm concerned, when Wenger fucks off, so should he.
But Steve Bold's happy to pick up 30 grand a week to say yes to Wenger.
Yeah. All right. Questions, people. Questions. Oh, Mr. DJ asked a question, which was
yes, DJ, my brother.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's
really lovely guy. You know, Twitter
always shouts me out on Twitter on a Friday as well.
Twitter's often full of dickheads, but I'll tell you what, this guy is genuinely a lovely guy. Every single Friday gives us a nice little shout.
Yeah, not just on Fridays. He's sound, man. The geezer's sound. Go and follow him on Twitter. Top geezer.
Friday, honestly, he's sound guy. Asked the question, which I really want to know your opinion on. If we had an opportunity to revamp everything, including the board, and there are 4 spaces available, guys that you'd put on the board?
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Good question.
It's a fucking great question. Alicia Rusmanoff's number one. But for me, Alicia Rusmanoff should be the majority shareholder anyway. I would go and put... Oh, mate, that's a fucking good question, man.
Good question, isn't it?
Right. So Rusmanoff's number one. Yeah, Alicia Rusmanoff number one.
Yeah.
I'm struggling for the other three, man. Come on, help me out.
I'm struggling too.
Mate, I'm struggling. I am. I've got to admit,
Would you put Overmars on there?
Nah. I'd go and get David Dean back and put him on the board. That's number two.
On the board. But not in any form of kind of decision making, but more of a kind of a...
No, decision making. Yeah, if you're on the board, you're a decision maker, aren't you? Yeah, let's be real. So. Yeah, if you're on the board, you're making decisions, yeah? So there's two. David Dean, man. Listen, David Dean's son's a cunt, yeah? That geezer's son is a cunt. He is, right? David Dean built this football club up under Wenger, right? And listen, there's no coincidence that Dean leaves this football club. In fact, Dean got escorted off of the premises, yeah? Escorted off of the premises. Look what that guy's done for this football club. Yeah, he gets escorted out. But guess what? His son is a cunt. And the reason his son's a cunt is because he was the agent to all of these big profile players that left. Yeah, left. So David Dean builds it up. David Dean's son killed the club. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So there's two. So Usmanov, Dean. I actually met David Dean outside Stamford Bridge this season. Yeah, and I had like a couple of...
Yeah, I was just thinking that now.
Yeah, I had a photo done with him, and I had a little photo with him, and I had a little chat with him. Yeah, but mate, Stamford Bridge is a weird fucking football ground, man. Like, Fabregas just walked straight past everyone. Fabregas literally walked out the ground, crossed the road, opened his front door and walked in his house. It was like, what the fuck? David Dean was walking past here. I remember I was standing there with Troops, right? And I'm just chatting and Troops is like facing me. Yeah. I'm chatting away to him and he's going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck's happened? You all right? And he's like, look behind you right now. Yeah, David Dean's standing right behind me. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, but we were chatting to him for a couple of minutes. We were like, please, just come back, man. And he was like, no, trust me, there's good time. Mate, he is a really genuinely nice fella, man. I was chatting to him for a little while and yeah, he was just like, stick with it. Come on, stick. I was like, mate, I've stuck with it for a fucking decade. I can't stick with it much longer. He's going, no, good times are ahead. I was like, David, you don't believe that.
Would you?
But I don't know. Who are the other two?
Would you put Carlo Ancelotti on the board if he's your choice to replace Ben?
No, I'd make him manager. Nah, not on the board. Not on the board.
But
I'd make him manager.
On the board, the way Wenger is today.
I'll tell you who I'd put on the board, and this is going to be a bit off key, right? But I'll put George Graham on the board. Yeah, so,
you know what? George Graham did cross my mind.
Yeah, so I'd go with Usmanov, David Dean, George Graham, and do you know the fourth one?
Go on.
You know, a lot of our fan base that are fucking dickheads, mug this geezer off and saying, "Oh, he's a shit manager. He's an alcoholic. He's this, he's that." Tony Adams.
See, I agree with Adams. I don't agree with Graham. Graham, fuck him since he managed Tottenham, so fuck him.
No, right. I'm going to quash that fucking myth now, right? I'm going to quash that now, yeah?
Fuck him.
No. George Graham got sacked by Arsenal Football Club for taking a bung. Arsène Wenger's took a bung every fucking year since Stan Kroenke arrived, right? He has, just in a different way, a less blatant way, right? George Graham got sacked for 400 grand, yeah? Arsène Wenger's fucking nicked a living for a fucking decade, mate, on fucking 8 million at least, 7 million, whatever it is, yeah? So in that 10 years, Arsène Wenger's earned over 100 million with the contract he's on now, say 90 million to round it down, yeah? Right? To me, he ain't worth a fucking tenth of that, yeah? So Arsène Wenger's nicked a fucking living, right? That is more of a bung than the 400 grand the best manager in my lifetime has ever fucking nicked, right? Now, George Graham masterminded the fucking win at Anfield in '89 against all odds, mate. Fucking John Barnes must have nightmares over giving that ball away, yeah, right. But we won at Anfield in '89, yeah. And I've watched that documentary. I watched or the film. Sorry, I watched it the other day. Yeah, right. All the players are looking at him, going, "You're fucking mad! Like, what are you talking about?" Yeah, half time, 0-0. Fucking great result, lads. Carry on the second half. And they're all looking at him like, "What? You're chatting shit." Yeah, mate. Seriously, I nearly cried, man. I nearly cried watching that. It was just fucking so emotional, right? But to me, George Graham, yes, he went and managed Tottenham, but he got sacked from the football club. And it weren't like he just went straight from Arsenal to Tottenham. He went to Leeds United. Yeah. And he was that good a manager that he even won that shit down the fucking lane, a fucking trophy. That is how good he was. They are shit. They were shit. They're still shit. And he won them a trophy. They were even shitter than they are now. And he won them a trophy. That is how good a fucking manager that geezer is. Yeah. And we fucked up getting rid of him, man. But yeah, that'd be my four. Usmanov, Tony Adams, David Dean, George Graham. That's my four.
I'd have Adams, and then I'd have a fan representative in that board. So I'd have like a really good representative. Whether
make sure they're not fucking Wenger in, for fuck's sake.
Peyton or Peyton.
Yeah, get me on the board, man. I'll be fine.
Gosh, you bring the fucking place down.
Right, mate, do you know what? Right, I tweeted the AST a couple of months back. Yeah, right? I was like, how do I get a fucking place at one of these AGMs? Yeah, and they were like, you need to be on the AST. I was like, nah, mate. You know what? I was so tempted to sign up, but I'd get nicked. I'd get nicked or escorted out of the building. Yeah, I would, because I'd just be like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to last full thing, but especially when people like our board members start talking to the fans like idiots.
Mate, you see when Stan Kroenke's refusing to answer questions, I'll stand up and be like, oi, dickhead, what are you talking about? About not answering the question. Mate, I'd be banned for life from the club, man. That's why I didn't sign up to the AST. I know what I'm like. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to shut up.
Let me do two more questions before we bounce up out of it. Yeah, thank you, by the way. At one point, to 380 people listening to us live.
Well, that's got to be a record, isn't it?
Yeah, and still have up to 340 still listening to us.
Mate, how are people still listening to me?
Sunday night, listening to us bitching and moaning. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm on my fourth can now. Stay with it. Another couple of cans, mate. I'll be fucking spilling all the
beer. Just continue to listen to us. Don't worry, we'll wrap things up shortly. Crush that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll let you know where you can follow Lee shortly. I'm going to go to John Silver's question.
Another top geezer. Always replies on my videos, man. Sam geezer.
Same here. Particularly, I always know when I've done a good Silver replies on the comments. If he hasn't replied in the comments, secretly I'm a little bit gutted because I think, oh, I ain't done a good video. so I always know really sensible points. And that's what I like about John Silver. So he's come out and he's basically asked, so Czech, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Ozil. We would all expect them to leave at some time within the next month or so. Who would you replace them all with?
Who were the players? Say again.
So Czech, Koscielny, Mertesacker, Alexis, and Ozil. Who would you replace them all with?
Butland would replace Czech. Cheap or cheapish. Young is a fucking unit. Mate, it's fucking comedy. Like, when I went to Stoke, mate, that geezer's bantering the away fans. Yeah, we're fucking mugging him right off. And he's standing there playing kisses and all sorts. Like, you don't see that when it's on TV, yeah? But he's standing there, he's playing kisses, going, yeah, come on, keep giving me shit. Like, yeah, proper. But he's a fucking unit, man. He's fucking big. Yeah, and I'm always a big advocate of you've got to have a unit in goal. I said this about Ospina today. Yeah, Ospina. Yes,
hold on. Let me rewind you back to something.
Go on.
Jim Butland. And you said, I don't rate him.
I don't rate him as highly as everyone else rates him. But but he is better than Czech, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Yeah. I don't rate him as highly as everyone. Everyone else thinks he's the next best thing, yeah? He ain't the next best thing. He ain't the fucking be-all and end-all of English goalkeepers. Yeah, but he is a fucking good goalkeeper. and he is better than Czech, and he's cheap, and he'd improve us. So Czech for me. Centre back, I would have gone with Van Dijk. Obviously, that ship has sailed. Yeah, so centre backs.
I agree with Butland, by the way, guys. In case you're after my opinion.
Centre backs, Koulibaly. Koulibaly's a fucking. But then again, he's playing in this completely. Yeah, he's playing in a completely different league, a slower league. Yeah, you get more time on the ball. I don't know. That'd be a risk for me, but it's better than Mertesacker. Listen, I'm better than Mertesacker. No. Listen, Mertesacker's our best defender. Yeah, I'll stick by that. He is the only defender at the club that can actually fucking defend. Apart from today,
he's the best
of a bad bunch.
Reader of the game. I've said that
100%. Yeah,
I've said that since the FA Cup final when I was the only one saying
when you were smug, Chris. Yeah,
I went straight to smug, Chris, man. So I was the only one saying he should play.
No, he is,
and
he's the best defender we have. Yeah, best defender we have. Yeah, and if he had another fucking double the amount of pace than he's got now, then he would still be a top draw centre back. He hasn't, so he has to have it up here, which he has 90% of the time. But today he was playing like a fucking dickhead. Yeah, and I know he scored today. Yeah, but his job's not to score, is it? His job's to defend. But Ozil, I'd replace with Isco.
Fekir's mine. Fekir is mine.
Yeah, I don't get the hype over him, man. Don't get it. Good player. No, I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry. He is another Mesut Ozil for me. Good player on his day. Not for me. Not for me. Isco. Listen, mate, Isco sits man down like it's nothing, mate. Yeah? Fucking, do you watch Isco? I watch Spanish football every week. I sit here watching Sky Sports, watching Spanish football every week, yeah? Isco is a fucking baller, mate, yeah? If Coutinho's 140 million, Isco's $500 million. Yeah?
Don't get me wrong, I rate Isco highly too. I really do. Hell, I would not be upset if we get Isco. Don't get me wrong.
But no, Fekir, listen, I'm not going to be disappointed if we sign Fekir. Let's get that right, yeah? I wouldn't be disappointed, but I think we could do better. Yeah, I'm not buying it, man. The geezer's good, but he ain't great. Yeah, whereas for me, Isco, I've been beating that drum for years, man. Yeah, Isco's a fucking baller. When he was at Malaga, he was fucking top drawer. Yeah. Yeah. And we should have signed him then.
Yeah.
But we didn't. He's now at Madrid, and it's going to be hard to sign him because he ain't going nowhere, is he? Why would you leave Madrid?
Does he play though? Does he start games?
Because I
keep reading stories every other week that he's not playing games and he's getting.
No, he does play. He does play. He's not played that many this season, but yeah, he plays, man. Listen, Zidane loves him. Yeah.
Okay.
The Real Madrid fans love him. He's Spanish, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Fucking course they love him. Yeah. Anyone who's Spanish who plays for Real Madrid, you get a pass whether you're shit or not. Yeah. Yeah. If you're a foreigner going to Spain, yeah, like Gareth Bale. Yeah, the white hankies are out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right, who else we've got to replace? Alexis Sanchez. And who else? Just Sanchez. Ooh. See, there's two players I've got in mind, right? One of them's Gareth Bale. Yeah, because I rate Gareth Bale.
Yeah, when he's fit.
Yeah, but listen, mate, have you seen the size of that cunt? Did you see him when he was at Tottenham? Now look at him. He's a completely different human being.
Oh,
yeah,
it would be a beautiful fuck you. It would be a beautiful
mate,
fuck you.
When he played for Tottenham, right? When he played for Tottenham, last minute screamer. They played West Ham, right? And I was watching it with a Tottenham fan at my house, yeah? Right? And my mate sat there, right? And he goes, it's all teed up for a Gareth Bale 90th minute winner. Yeah, Gareth Bale, 90th minute, 30 yards, top corner. It's like, for fuck's sake. That was the year it was 1-1 at Newcastle when it was really 1-0. Yeah, right? But I don't know, mate, I love Gareth Bale. I love him. I know he played for Spurs, yeah, but I rate him so much. I think he is such a good footballer. Yeah, and fair play to fucking whoever it was. No, but yeah, but I'm cross between him and Mahrez. Do you know what I mean?
I know you love.
I love Mahrez, mate. Mahrez for me is a baller, man, and both of them smashed it.
Still better than Neymar?
It's still better than Neymar for me, man. I'll never fucking go back on that. Listen, if I say something, I mean it. Say what you mean and mean what you say.
You do stand by it.
Well, listen, say what you mean and mean what you say. He is better than Neymar. Fuck Neymar, man. Neymar's done it in some pony fucking league in France, yeah? And when you get fucking loads of time in fucking Spain to dive around like a fairy, yeah? Gareth Bale's done it in England and done it in Spain, yeah? Mahrez was the best player in the fucking Premier League. Best player in the Premier League, yeah? Mahrez is... mate, listen. Skill level, Mahrez is there on level with fucking Neymar.
I want people to understand this is not me saying this. This is coming from Lee. Don't blame both of us for this. I'm not. I love Mahrez.
Let me ask you a question then. Let me ask you a question, Chris, right? If you put Mahrez in the Barcelona team when Neymar was in the Barcelona team, would Mahrez have done better than Neymar? Okay, no, actually, let me ask you this question. Would he have done any worse than Neymar?
I don't think he would have done any worse. That was what I was just about to say.
That's all we need to say then, doesn't it? So he's better than Neymar. Next.
Because I think he's a Barcelona-esque type of player. You know, small, nimble, quick thinking, very, very skillful.
Tricky, skillful. Mate, if you put Mahrez into Barcelona when Neymar was at Barcelona in that position, yeah, he wouldn't have done any worse than Neymar. I'm convinced. Yeah. Now that's how I'm looking at it, right? Put Neymar into Leicester, would they have won the title? Nah, mate. I
agree with that.
Exactly. No. Look how Neymar got handled. Look how Neymar got handled at the World Cup, mate. Yeah. Straight to the back of him. Neymar, see you later.
Yeah, I do think Neymar. I don't. Whilst I don't necessarily agree with your statement all the way, I do think you make good points. I don't think he's
people just
as a harder worker as Mahrez
people
is.
just don't see my point on it, right? People just go, "No, Neymar's the most expensive player." Yeah, for me,
harder worker.
Listen, mate, I'm 10 stone dripping wet. Neymar weighs 8 stone. Yeah, 8 stone 9. That boy weighs. Yeah, my man gets snapped up at West Brom. It gets snapped up at fucking Stoke. It gets snapped up at West Ham. Yeah, it gets snapped up all over the Premier. Mate, look how he got dealt with at the World Cup. Yeah. All that while Mahrez is fucking running rings around fucking Chelsea, fucking Arsenal, everyone, and winning player of the season. Yeah? Get Neymar in the Premier League and we'll see how good Neymar is. He ain't that good. He's good, but he ain't Mahrez good in my opinion. I'll never fucking change my opinion on that. You put Mahrez in Barcelona where Neymar played, when they had the front three, he would do equally as good, if not better. I'm convinced by that. Yeah, you put Neymar in Leicester, they wouldn't win a title. Convinced. Because he'd be out injured most of the season because he's a fucking pussy. Yeah, end of story. So, I'm going with Gareth Bale. As much as I love Mahrez, I love Gareth as well, man. That geezer's sick. Sorry, when he scored that goal from the halfway line in the fucking final, yeah, when Ronaldo was injured, yeah, and he's the saving grace, and he just blitzed the fucking right back, run off the pitch in the Copa del Rey final. Nah, man, sorry. And you know what? You see when they won the fucking Champions League against Atletico in the final, yeah, Ronaldo standing there with his shirt off, flexing like a don. Yeah, it was Gareth Bale's header that put him in the lead. Yeah, Ronaldo stole the headlines by scoring the 4th goal. Yeah, Gareth Bale for Alexis Sanchez, I'd happily accept that.
I would too.
That's it.
I would too. I must admit, it's not my choice. You know my choice.
Tell me your choice. My choice. Go with the 4.
You know mine.
Goalkeeper,
so Koulibaly. So Butland for sure. Yeah. I've been a massive advocate of that myth for some time. Koulibaly would be the one I'd replace Mertesacker or Koscielny with. For me, Koulibaly's got to be that guy. Just a big lump. And I do think, actually, I slightly disagree with you. I think coming from the Italian league, he will understand how to defend. So I think...
Until he gets Wenger.
Until he gets Wenger, that's the problem. Who was the other one again? Ozil, Fekir.
Ozil and Sanchez. Yeah, Fekir.
And Sanchez, it would be Lamar.
Oh, wow.
It would be Lamar.
Why?
I'd take him.
Why?
Because I know his form has dropped off. But I think it's dropped off because he hasn't got his move. I'm not convinced he still wants to be at Monaco. I believe he wants his big money move. I think now that big money move is Liverpool, and I think Liverpool probably end up getting him. But I think that kid has so much potential.
Do you think he's better? Do you think he's better than Mahrez and Gareth Bale currently?
I currently no, but I've always said that to you. I don't.
His ceiling's higher, in my opinion.
I think his ceiling's
it's
higher.
Whether he reaches his ceiling, whereas they're at the ceiling. And
whether Wenger can bring him to that ceiling, which we both
we both know that ain't happening.
Yeah. But I think even if it's just for one season, Wenger fucks off, and then a Carlo Ancelotti or an Allegri and improves him and helps him reach that potential and form something formidable there and a Fekir. Oh my God.
Mate, we all know Ancelotti's going back to Chelsea when Conte gets sacked, isn't it?
That's what I think. That's why
he bought a house in London, isn't it? Yeah, he's blatantly going back there. Did you know this though, right? Allegri actually owns a house in Chelsea.
So I heard.
Yeah, he owns a house. Right, it's actually Kensington, not Chelsea. He owns a house in Kensington, and his daughter goes to fucking uni in London.
Okay. No fun facts for you people.
So trust me, I'm like a football encyclopedia.
If I don't answer this question, this guy will spontaneously combust.
Okay, last question, yeah.
So I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it as he's typed it. So this will be last question. Sorry, guys. Answer me this one. You and Lee, do you think that if Wenger fell on his sword, would that possibly reignite Alexis and Ozil to stay there to see who the next manager is?
Only if he falls on his sword next week against Chelsea 5-0.
Yeah, it's got to be next week then.
It's got to be quick because
it's got to be.
They've got literally months left on their contract, and Jack Wilshere as well. A lot of people forget Jack Wilshere is a freebie at the end of the season. Yeah, and for me, Ozil was playing out of his skin. Yeah, Alexis Sanchez has been shit all season, but still chipped in with like nearly as much, if not more goals than Lacazette. I think he's level. I think overall, and he's been shit all season. Yeah, but I don't know. Listen, hindsight's a wonderful thing, man. And if we had a proper manager in the last 4 or 5 years, Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez might have been even better than what they've shown. And
agreed.
Listen, I love Alexis, and like I've said on here many times, right? When we play Huddersfield away, I will be at that game and I will clap him out of this football club. Yeah, because he's been a fucking joy to watch. Mate, he's been a joy to watch. Yeah, regardless of this season, for 3 seasons before this one, last season we would have finished 10th if you weren't here. Yeah? Joy to watch, mate. I will clap him out of this football club. Ozil, don't know, man. Don't know. He just leaves me wanting more. It's like, nah, man, you ain't done what I thought you were going to do. But this season, he's been our best player. Yeah, him and Monreal.
Do you think Alexis is for sure going in January?
100%. He'll go. He'll go Man City for 30 mil. Yeah, there's reports,
I think so.
There's reports going around that we left him out of the squad today, so he's not cup tied. They've bid 20. We want 35. Yeah, they'll settle on about 28. Yeah, 28 mil. 28. See you later. Yeah, see you later. And listen, Man City have got a fucking bargain. £28 million for Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, I know they can get him for nothing in 4 months, but £28 million for Alexis Sanchez. I'm sorry, but that is just daylight robbery. Yeah, and he will go.
Who are already how many points ahead in the league? It's almost unfair.
I think they're 23 ahead of us, isn't they?
It's unfair at this point.
Mate, we could finish 40 points behind them.
Oh, easy. Honestly, easy.
Do you know what, right? I know a lot of people are going to go so against me for saying this, yeah. Right. I really hope they go unbeaten all season. I really do.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh. You're trying to get me dislikes at this point.
No, like it all you like, right? Dislike my channel. It's great. Last time I had 1,000 dislikes, I got 130,000 views.
You really did as well.
Every fucker thought it was the Ozil goal. What a dickhead. Yeah. Right. But but listen, I look at it and I just go like, nah. Alexis Sanchez, see you later. Go 30 mil, 25, 30, whatever. Right. But Ozil, yeah. And if we'd had a better manager in the last 5 years, they would have done so much better. So much better, right? And I'd be sitting there going, Mesut Ozil and Sanchez have just signed new deals. I'm over the moon. Yeah, we're going places. We've got Lacazette. We've got Ancelotti as manager. Yeah, we're fucking moving on. We've just bought Van Dijk. We've bought Keita. Yeah, do you see where I'm going? Like, all of these possible... We've got Pep as manager. Yeah, but I really, really hope, right, and that's why I'm going to get so much hate for this, yeah? I really hope Man City go unbeaten all season. Yeah, and I hope they get a record points total, yeah, that totally eclipses anything that's ever happened before. Yes, and all these dickheads that have backed Wenger for all these years and lived off of the back of the Invincibles, which, by the way, got sung today, 49-49 undefeated. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. When we're talking about Man City going 60-69 undefeated, yeah, it sounds a little bit stupid, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Right? And that is my level of hate for Arsène Wenger right now. Yeah, is that I hope Man City eclipse what we've done. Just so that the last little dickheads that are still out there, that are hanging on, clinging on to this 49 undefeated, mate, I hope Pep smashes it. Hope he smashes it. Yeah, I hope they go all season unbeaten, record points total, record goals, yeah, fucking record everything. They've already broken the record for most wins. Yeah. I hope they smash every record going. Because that is all the Arsène Wenger lovers hang on to is, we went unbeaten. Is your trophy gold? Well, Man City's will be in a couple of months' time. Because nobody will beat them. Nobody will beat them, mate. And do you know what winds me up the most? Is the fact that that cunt could have been our manager a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been. But the greedy, egotistical piece of shit that is Arsène Wenger decided, nah, fuck that. I'm staying, bruv. Yeah, I am staying. Anyway, on that bombshell,
and you know what? I'm convinced that Algeria would have come last season had Wenger not made that same decision.
Mate, listen, there's loads of decisions that prick's made over the years that I'm like, what? Like taking the Champions League final. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Yeah. Why are you taking off fucking Pires in the Champions League final?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Seriously, talk to me, bruv. What are you doing? Yeah. Like, you're a dickhead. Seriously, why are you doing that? We're 1-0 up. Why are you taking Pires off? What are you doing?
Anyway, people.
What do I know?
Sunday night.
I ain't paid £10 million to speak 8 fluent languages. I speak fluent in bullshit. Yeah, I speak fluent bullshit. I speak fluent Wenger out. Laters.
All right, people, we're out of here. For the 350 odd that have followed us consistently throughout the 2 hours, I appreciate it.
I really appreciate it, man. Listen, I chat so much shit sometimes. Yeah, I ain't eating that much today. I'm a little bit wavy as well. I had a couple of beers earlier. I've done 4 cans now. So thanks for listening to my shit.
And figure which you could go and listen to more of Lee's shit on his channel, Gunnerbang. We'll know where they can find
fucking it is bang bang banging as well.
The link afterwards. If you're listening to us live, give me 5-10 minutes. The link to his channel will be in the description below. And also, before you go, crush that like button because I appreciate it. And hit the comments. Let me know if you like the show.
Don't forget also to smash the fuck out. Listen, share Chris's shit everywhere. Chris is my boy. Yeah. Back to me since day one of starting my channel. All right. I love this guy so much. Yep. Yeah. Always been there. Yeah. Fucking not just online, but offline as well. This guy's sound. Yeah. top geezer, right?
Honestly, and I met Lee and doing Arsenal Extra, which is another show, and a big shout out to him. And honestly, me and Lee are cool. I've always said he's a brother. He's my brother from another mother. He's an albino, really.
I'm the white chig, isn't it?
Yeah, you're albino, really. I always tell you that already. So do follow both of us, and hit that subscribe button for both of us. We'll try and give you as much material as possible over the course of the season, because it's looking like it's going to be a shit one.
Hey Chris, I know I'm being a bit like on myself here, but can I shout out my Instagram?
Oh, go by all means.
Do you know what? I really want to build my Instagram up, right? Because my Twitter's fucking close to 6K, yeah? Right, and my YouTube's over 7K, but my Insta's flaking at about 1,580. Yeah, I want, right? And the reason I want that on 10K, right, is because Instagram, for some reason, are fucking idiots, right? Yeah, and you can't link your videos into the swipe up shit, yeah, until you got 10K. What the fuck's that all about? Yeah, it was I think it was 1 million, and then they dropped it to 10K. So when it's swipe up to watch the video, yeah, it's now 10K. Well, sorry, that should be free for everyone. Yeah, I've been on Instagram for 4 years. Yeah, that shit should be free, right? So all go and follow my Instagram. It's Lee Gunner 82.
Oh man. We're out of here. Get some sleep. We're sorry we kept you up so late on a Sunday, but we hope you had fun and enjoyed it. Take care. Peace.
Wenger out. Wenger out.
There you go. Take care. We're out. Bye.